All right, and that should be relatively decent video recording and audio recording joining the video. All right, and for folks that may be checking the video, this is going up on Patreon only because Phoenix Khalid's here. So Phoenix and Williams show, $10 a month level, no matter what we cover. If we think it should be public, oh, we don't, no. It's Patreon, $10 a month level. Fuck it. And the audio may be a little different. I think a little more crispy, because I'm recording it with this mini cam application instead of the Zoom. The Zoom is, I've heard people use the term janky. Yeah, the audio is just not as crisp. But since I uploaded a short video to the Tic Tac from recording on the minicam application, I thought that was fairly crisp audio. So I'll record her directly with this one. And here this one goes. Phoenix Khalid brought me news. Where it was. Nope, not that one. Well, Jesus Christ, it's kind of like I disrespected your story. No, that's not it either.
That's not it either, no. But it does involve police,
yeah,
so that's close.
I've dug up my own racism. Here it is. Right, you found multiple outlets. Do you remember what news outlet you went to?
Ooh, it was a local one. It was like a Virginia outlet, I think.
Okay, yeah,
I found.
Yeah, this one, it's Yahoo News, and Yahoo News imported it from Atlanta Black Star. All right, look at that, Atlanta Black Star. When you cover real shit, other outlets want to share your articles around. You don't always have to tell us every time a black celebrity farts. It doesn't fucking matter. And also, I have some black celebrity news we're gonna tap into right before we go. Lil Dirk.
Okay. Okay, I take it back. I found it on NPR.
NPR. Yes.
Yeah, I thought it was a local outlet, but...
Oh.
Yeah.
And looks like right now in this moment, it's January 18th, 5:17 a.m. This Yahoo News repost from Atlanta Black Star is from January 17th, yesterday at 9:10 p.m., several hours ago. Article up by Nicole Duncan Smith. Headline: Virginia Beach PD used forged DNA results to obtain confessions, and the Democrat Attorney General changes the potentially unconstitutional tactic before leaving office. I guess that's the article. Really,
It really is.
they fucking overloaded the hell out of that headline. And I put the word "and" in there. They have a comma, and it seems the comma doesn't flow.
Right.
It just goes straight from the word confessions to Democrat. Obtain confessions, Democrat. Like, make it a period. Like, you were clearly putting two separate sentences is what that really was. All right. And Nicole Duncan Smith tells us that a new report reveals that one police department in Virginia has used fake DNA test results. All right. During questioning suspects to persuade them to confess. Same shit. This is 2022.
Yep.
Same shit from the 80s with the fucking dog hair.
Yep.
Which Gus T, super conservative, but still use the language sex worker. Gus T. Renegade recently mentioned on the Context to White Supremacy program. And then thinking about that context of using the same shit, you know how Kristen's, it's not Kirsten, it's Kristen Cinema. Okay, and it's Kirsten Gillibrand. Fucking come up with new names, white people. Stop with the remix. And Kristen Cinema and Joe Manchin using the filibuster against black people voting.
Yep.
And nerdy ass Tom Hartman over there at the Hartman Report. He's actually old enough. He's so fucking old, he actually remembers the party switch.
Damn.
And them using the filibuster against the black vote then. But then, of course, he's a nerd. And I was just playing him while doing some laundry. And he was talking about how in the 1800s, when there were free black people in New York that could vote, they passed basically a slave code up north to stop them from voting by harassing them at the polls to prove that they're actually free. Because they would claim that escaped slaves would come up here to vote and vote against the Federalist Party. You may have heard of them. That's what Brett Kavanaugh is, Federalist. That's what Neil Gorsuch is, Federalist. And whose other homegirl that just got in?
Conan Barrett, Conan?
Amy Barrett, Amy Coney Barrett.
Okay.
Federalist. And essentially, what would that make them? Illegals.
Exactly.
Stopping.
Wow, it's so weird how the same 5 talking points just keep being rebirthed every generation. Wild.
And that's why I just start. I don't even really beef with some of y'all white niggas, but I have to say your names to point out that you're on some Buster shit with this trying to be super nuanced.
Yeah.
With Republicans and right-wing Democrats, as it were, like Dan from the Knowledge Fight program. Cut that shit out. You're fucking because he's just a few years younger than me, and he's a mega nerd.
Yeah.
Mega nerd. You know better, Dan. It ain't even a beef, nigga. If he does hear, he's not gonna hear this. But, you know better, nigga. Cut that shit out. That Lance with the fucking Surf Times.
Yeah.
You know so much better than the bullshit you spew. Right as soon as a white woman cries. Cut that shit out. I mean, unless you really don't actually give a fuck. Are you just a careerist? Is that all that's happening?
I think
Say
a lot
it.
of them are.
Yeah, put it out front. You do content to escape from shift work. I do too. But I tell people that I'm doing a comedy program and I don't actually posit myself as an activist. All right. I ain't even get into a fucking paragraph of this article.
Thank you. Right. Yes. This article.
Yeah, by Nicole Duncan Smith about the Virginia Beach PD. All right. So the new report reveals that one police department in Virginia Beach had fake DNA test results during questioning suspects to persuade them to confess.
Persuade? Is that the word that we're going with? Persuade?
I prefer to call it central parking.
I was just gonna straight up say coerce, but all right.
Okay, not coercion?
I think that's coercion. I'm pretty sure that counts as coercion.
All right, a central coercion of the 5th Department.
Wow.
Excuse me. And the city's position is those tactics used by detectives to get people to cooperate were legal. A state probe found that the Virginia Beach Police Department has used forged documents from the Virginia Department of... we did not check your decibels. Say something.
Oh, something?
Okay. A state probe found that the Virginia Police Department used the forged documents from the Virginia Department of Forensic Science that purported to show DNA testing linked suspects to crimes, a maneuver that was intended to elicit confessions. Both the state and the city did their own investigations.
They love investigating themselves.
Well, that's the only way to find out you didn't do anything wrong. If someone else investigates you, they're gonna find all kind of shit you did wrong.
They would.
And that's not the kind of investigation we need.
It's not.
Anti-American.
No.
Okay, a new name that I doubt I'll memorize. Attorney General Mark Herring. Make some sort of joke about him wearing red. Whatever. Mark Herring, fucking, who put his office of civil rights on the study, released a statement calling the practice, quote, extremely troubling and potentially unconstitutional. You can't just say it's the same old white supremacy that's why, like, there's an obsession. Is it a fear? Is everyone afraid that if we just start talking real about white supremacy, that the most violent street level of white supremacists will say, fuck it, they don't believe us anymore, might as well kill them, and they're just gonna hit the block and start killing?
I think that might be a possibility, but I think that white people are afraid of that for themselves. Because you have to realize, like, if we're being honest about white supremacy, that means a lot of white people are going to have a lot of problems. Because now you really do have to contend with your racist uncle. Possibly violently.
Oh, that's right. What do right-wingers love saying about Kyle Rittenhouse? But he killed white people. Mm-hmm. We know. Which means he'll kill the shit out of us.
Exactly.
God damn.
Exactly.
Whatever you do to a white man for business, you'll do to us for fun. Mm-hmm. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like, get up there and say the real words. Mm-hmm. They're practicing the same racism they always have. They'll literally never stop. This is America. If you are black, you're fucked.
Yeah. And then also, too, it's not even, I mean, it is still white supremacy, but it's like, for a case like this, it's obvious to be like, okay, this is white supremacy. They're trying to trip up black people, to put them in prison, under false pretenses. And like, it's easy to say that, but then you also, that if you're being honest about that, now you also have to have a very serious conversation about what that looks like and what that means. So now it's how much of your economy is prison slave labor?
Yeah.
How much are you paying? How much have we been paying police? How many trillions of dollars have we paid police to do this across the nation?
And you think if he held a press conference to say that, cameras wouldn't show up? They'd show up. They'd hold a press conference, be like, I have a major announcement, right? And it's not a red herring from Attorney General Mark, and get up and say it. The cameras are going to show up, and if you say that shit, it's going to make the news.
It will, but then it's just going to be Rachel Maddow, like, saying that this is just not patriotic and this is not American.
Then the next one say it.
Oh, the next one's going to say what Rachel Maddow said.
Oh, so none of you really want to do it. No one wants to say it. So again, folks, if you're tuned into this program, ain't shit gonna change.
Damn.
Like, the nihilist is right. That's what y'all niggas, that's why you still tune in. Oh, you disagree with the nihilism. It hurts your fucking feelings. But I'm right.
It is. Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
Right?
But, yeah.
The most uneducated nigga in the world of lefty podcasting is fucking right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it's just, I really do, because again, like, anytime you talk about white supremacy, you start getting involved in all these other, places and topics and discussions, and people just don't want to do it because it literally, what is that shit they say about like privilege? It's like fish in water, like you don't know you're in water because you're like surrounded by it, and it really is that with white supremacy, because now we have to talk about climate change. We have to talk about wealth inequality across the globe. We have to talk about the products that we're shipping into America that are made essentially by slave labor outside of America. We have to talk about prison slave labor in America, right? We have to talk about wealth inequality. We have to explain why, which is there was a threads going around yesterday about food stamps and WIC and how hard it is to use food stamps and WIC and how little it covers. And do we really want to have that conversation on why politicians have time to be like, you can only get ketchup in this size bottle, you can get chicken, but it can't be pre-cooked, or whatever fucking weird ass rules they have? Why is that on the radar but not raising wages? I just have questions. But all that shit goes into white supremacy and having the social hierarchy that we have. And no, people don't really want to dismantle it.
Nope.
Right, because they're both benefiting from it as white people, and they're safer. Like, because as long as the order keeps working, they're relatively safe from other white supremacists. So yeah, it's a thing.
Damn it. I want to do something wrong that is way too tangential for the game, right? Because we're talking about this shit, and I mentioned fucking Lance of the Young, I almost said the Young Serfs. Because of the goddamn Young Turks of the Surf Times. What was homegirl's name? Lindsay.
Who?
The white woman tears.
Alice Sebold?
No, Lindsay, the one that quit YouTube.
Oh, Ellis?
Lindsay Ellis.
Yeah.
Lindsay Ellis Patreon. Let's see where it is now, baby. Because remember, she's quitting. She's
a victim of cancel culture.
Never doing this again. 11,528 now.
At $2 a month minimum, and obviously some people give more, but that still means she's making $22,000 this month.
Nigga, It's literally
All because,
still January.
Like, literally just because she's a white woman and she cried about something. Like, literally, that's why.
They're literally paying her to quit her job? That's something.
As a content creator. So it's weird to sign up for someone's Patreon when they've just said they're quitting being a content creator, but all right. But even then, what the fuck did she say in her little whiny ass, I'm taking my ball and going home letter? What the fuck did she say? Didn't she say some shit like, I regret everything I've ever done for you people type shit?
Yep.
Right. But white people are still defending her. So like, it's literally okay for a white woman to basically say, fuck you niggers if her feelings are hurt. Again.
It's also Coons and Malinches as well. Right? They got your black dollar.
The Coons can have her.
Yep. Oh, man. All right. On topic. Fucking Christ. And so, the investigation revealed that between 2016 until February 2020, forged documents that were supposed to be from the DFS. I don't know what that stands for.
Me either. Oh, Department of Forensic Sciences? Maybe.
That's damn, you fucking nerd. That's probably right. I don't know if you want to check that while I continue. Supposed to be from the DFS. They were used in interrogations with hope to get confessions or cooperation from suspects. On at least one occasion, a doctored DFS document was submitted as evidence in court. The investigation found.
Department of Forensic Science.
Yeah. Department of Forensic Science. What up?
Oh, I was just saying, like, because I was reading about this case, but it really does remind me of was it Annie Ducan or Ducan, or I don't know how to say her last name. I don't care. It doesn't matter if you say her last name wrong. She's an asshole. But remember that case where she worked in a forensic lab and was basically throwing evidence to whatever police told her, right? Where police remember, but it was like a wild ass amount. It was like 60,000 cases or something. Remember that shit?
Yes.
Yes. This is what this reminds me of.
Yeah, which like, and keep in mind, like, the same white niggas that'll look me in my face and be like, I'm against racism for you. You realize I can just get snatched up any fucking time and just have a lie put on me and then just get thrown in a rape cage for the rest of my life because they felt like it.
Yep.
And yes, you said the name of Alice Sebold.
Yep.
That fucking...
I feel like we should be allowed to say it.
She is the C word?
I feel like we should be able to say it in this case. Because she lied. She knew she was lying and she got someone locked up for rape charges.
And like, if you actually read her book, which is pretty wild when you look at the amount of white women and some coon ass nigga, fuck you boy, I'll fucking stomp you out nigga. Some lying, stomp the white women out too. Stomp them all out. Fuck them. Yeah. Fuck all y'all.
Yeah. Make it a step team practice up in here.
There you go. Step team stomp down. Fucking. But they read the same book I'm reading and had no suspicions.
Right.
Because I'm listening to the book and she's literally talking about how she thought her tactics were good in court. She was like, I was crying and I knew that would work for me.
Yes.
It was like, woo! Scum!
Yep.
Like, say it in the book, she didn't really recognize the mother in the book. And no one's read the book and said, holy shit, get this nigga out.
Well, one guy did, and that's how we ended up here.
Fucking Christ. Alice Sebold, horrible piece of shit. Like, she deserves to be fucking beat to death. Bare hands.
I'm saving that one for, like, Halloween when people are like, make a scary, tell a scary story in one tweet. Like, Alice Sebold has seen your black husband.
Ooh. Run.
Right. Like, that's some terrifying ass shit.
Fucking Alice Sebold. Piece of shit. And as much as I don't like when Gus T. Renegade does that tacky shit, because over the, opening one of the episodes about her with the audiobook, which they found on cassette tape.
Yes.
That is research. He played Rick James's Super Freak. And you know what? Embrace the tacky. I don't like when he does that shit, but fuck that shit. Fuck her.
Yeah, actually, one of the things that like I do hate about how that whole like Alice Sebold thing is having an impact is because you know how like the folks over there like with the cows and shit are on that whole like every white person knows every detail of white supremacy and no white person is ignorant of it.
Yeah.
She's really helping feed that right now because she did know.
Yeah, and on some level, I mean, I don't know if fuck it, feed the black nihilism however you got to do it. More black people need to be nihilists. More black people need to never recreationally associate with white people in person again. Online, from a distance, hey, how you doing? Right, Mrs. Becker? Good teacher? Over there? Right, Lisa? All right, you're over there? Fine. But, and I used to think like some of these white folks, yeah, they can come over for a glass of wine and a slice. I don't want any of you near me any fucking more. Stay the fuck, don't knock on my door, I'll knock your ass out. Stay the fuck away from me. I have to associate with you in capitalism. I have to be at work. I have to be at the grocery store. I'm not going to your house. You're not coming to mine. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you.
Well,
the article.
I was gonna say, but according to the ADL, that's like reverse racism or something.
Fuck them niggas too. Come to this door. Knock your ass out too. While I'm playing Ice Cube's No Vaseline.
Oh.
You let a Jew break up my crew. I remember the line.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's just another sector of white.
It is. Mostly, yeah.
White with some different holidays and style of prayer.
Yep.
That's it. Fuck y'all niggas. All right, it's a good morning. All right, WineCellarMedia.happy days.
Not happy days.
Fucking Christ. So they discovered the practice in April of 2021. They discovered it.
Okay.
All right.
Columbus also discovered America.
Nigga. God damn. When an assistant Commonwealth's attorney requested the DFS, that's the Department of Forensic Sciences, Phoenix Clear, check that out. They requested them to share a certified copy of a document in a case. The agency knew nothing about the document, verifying that it was not created by their office. Red Herring said, quote, this was it. I should really use cuz real name. Attorney General Mark Herring said, quote, this was an extremely troubling and potentially unconstitutional tactic that abused the name of the Commonwealth to try to coerce confessions. It tried to coerce confessions. Potentially unconstitutional. The people that forced us all to know English don't give a blue fuck about what any of the words used to mean.
No, they don't.
Continuing, quote, it also abused the good name and reputation of the Commonwealth of hardworking forensic scientists and professionals who work hard to provide accurate, solid evidence. And fuck the rest of this quote. Good name my ass. There are no white good names outside of Europe, and the ones that never left Europe, I'm skeptical. There are no good white names. Fuck all y'all names, including the ones you forced on me. William. Nigga, my name's supposed to be fucking Moonfiki or some shit on the continent. Y'all fucked up my opportunity to be way cooler and have a way more neater, cooler, awesomer life. William. People like to call me Billy.
Yeah, but if you lived in Africa, then you would just be a victim of United States foreign policy. So really,
God damn it.
Like, because that is always my thing with people. Like, if you don't like it, just leave. And I'm like, I don't really want to deal with America's foreign. I don't want to be on the receiving end of American foreign policy. What the fuck?
Yeah, I can. Jesus fucking Christ. Thanks for ruining the world.
Literally.
A little more info from the article.
Oh, if you want.
Yeah, right. Have we gathered enough?
Yeah, I think so.
It's one of those word count fillers.
Yeah. I mean, I think that obviously, like, what's happened is clear is that they're forging, this DNA, but the way they're showing it to people is saying, like, oh, this is from the forensics lab, and it's showing that you did this, and, getting these confessions, but now it really does, did these people do what they are convicted of? or what they confessed to. Because, you know, you mentioned earlier the story with the dog hair, right? And, you know, I'm sure our listeners have heard it a million times, but, you know, there was an instance where a black man was convicted of murder because of a dog hair, where the FBI said that it was his hair, like from his head, when it was actually from a dog, and, you know, that type of shit. So it really does, you know, make you wonder now how much of this, how many of these people actually did what they confessed to, and, you know. Anyways, we have the best criminal justice system in the world, you see. I hate it. Yeah, I hate it. Yeah, and I do. And I also think it's like always worth mentioning too, like the obsession that Americans have with those like TV procedural shows, because people love, and I watch Forensic Files myself, but you know, like people love those shows like fucking like CSI and shit, and so they have all these ideas about how DNA works and stuff like that. And so like if you tell people on a jury that there's DNA evidence, they'll just convict someone. Because they're like, oh, I saw that in a TV show, and they do the blah, 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 and they put it together like a puzzle, and then that means that, you know, and people are really into this shit. Like these shows are actually changing, like, people's perceptions of the criminal justice system. And now here we are, they're just lying about the shit that they're presenting.
Yeah, and before I flip it over to Illinois, it's fun over there too. Good news. Cause I'm thinking about Alice Sebold again.
Oh yes.
Because I listened to the entirety of the audiobook via the Context of White Supremacy program, right? Very conservative. I disagree with them on a lot of stuff, but they have the black nihilism that we need. Yeah. And like in this neighborhood, I was really thinking about like, you know, I think I really want to go ahead and walk around the neighborhood now, because like there's been a loose dog that we've seen since we moved here, but like I was at the trunk of the car one day and the dog just walked all up on me, and it's I think it's a pit bull.
It is, yeah.
But it's a fucking dork.
Yeah, it's a very nice dog.
Yeah, it's a total geekwad. It just runs, it just rubs its face on your thigh like, hey, you want to be friends? Do you want me to live at your house? It's just a fucking geek. But then the Alice Sebold story kind of shook me up on, like, it gave me that hard reminder of what I already know.
Yeah.
That, like, if I may quote BG of the Hot Boys, them jump out boys, right? Because what if an Alice Sebold out here decides that she wants to make some shit up and feels like doing a lineup, and then I'm one of the niggas that gets rounded up?
Yeah.
Like, I'm dead serious when
with your face, because you literally have generic, like, I'm sorry, but you have generic black man face.
I'm the most generic black face of all time. I, like, between the ages of 22 and 42, I'm fucking bald. God damn it. Don't let them find out I rap. Oh, shit. Yeah, man. And, like, yeah, I could get fucking snatched up.
Yeah.
And, like, when the snow melts and it's time for me to get my little cardio in, excuse me, Jesus, I'm hiccupy burpy. It's time for me to get my little cardio in. I'm jogging around the yard.
Yeah.
Like a fucking weirdo. My neighbors are gonna think I'm weird as fuck.
That's
not
fine.
Jogging down the street. Fuck
no,
you.
I mean, no, I feel like that's like fair though. And people are acting like it's paranoia or whatever to be that distrustful, but literally she just picked a random dude. It could have been anyone.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it was anyone. It was like, yeah.
And guess what the fuck I am? Anyone.
Exactly.
You know me from the program. You're like, oh, that's a motherfucker. What? I know that. No. In white supremacy, I'm any the fuck one. The planet is huge. I am a dot. Remember Pete and Pete? I am a dot. Okay? 90s kids.
But yeah, and you know, because that's something, because I was watching sort of like the online discourse too, and a lot of people didn't really want to address that because people were so, as per usual, because she was a white woman and someone is attacking a white woman, so we have to defend white womanhood. White women are exhausting. But that was like a big thing, is people saying, but it's not her fault because like white women don't have systemic power. It's not her fault because misogyny exists. And so there was this whole like pushback. Well, it was the jury that convicted him, and it was the judge that sentenced him. It was the prosecutor that brought charges, like trying to blame it all on men. And it's like, but she still fucking got on the stand and said, yeah, that nigger. Like,
yeah.
What the fuck are you talking
so
about?
Was she just not even in the courtroom? Did she took the day off and say, y'all got it, baby?
Like,
right? And also, did they pick him out of the lineup, or did she fucking lie?
Exactly.
Why we call it a lineup? Remove the letter N. Call it what it is. The lie-up. Motherfucker. Shit, was anyone in that lineup? Right? And that's another one where I've lost my nuance. I don't have it anymore. It's literally fucking gone. Because like I'm looking at YouTube videos a few days ago of the of like people that reviewed her book and gave it good reviews, and now they're noticing their review they did like 13 years ago is getting a whole bunch of views and very angry comments and thumbs down.
Yes.
From mostly black men. Oh, us horrible niggers. Fucking. And saying, what the fuck is wrong with you liking this book? And one of them made this extra point of, but something did happen, and let's just get that out of the way. Something did happen to her. I don't fucking believe that shit anymore.
I don't know if something happened.
Because they're like, she was found with injuries. I don't give a shit anymore. No, actually, no. Nothing happened. My default is, if your default is, sometimes niggers have it coming, my default is, all white women lie. Every single one of you has lied every single time. Fuck you. I'm probably popping my decibels.
That one was loud.
I don't like the idea that I can round it up.
Yeah, no, but like it's a valid thing, and I feel like we really should be having more discussions about that, because still everything is being framed from like this innocent white woman, injustice just didn't work out this time, and it's like, no, she was a very active participant in, she went to the police to file the report. She picked someone out of a lineup. She pointed to someone in a courtroom. Like, she was an active participant of this every step of the way, and it was the wrong guy the whole time.
And did you read the book?
I did not read the book.
There's a part in the book where she tells a story of where she told some pig that she saw the rapist nigger, and then the pig just went on a hoot ride.
Yeah.
And he just rolled through the hood, just beating down random black people.
I did see that part, yes.
Oh, okay, that excerpt was like put on Twitter?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You should hear it in audio, because she did the book in her own voice.
I will actually go back and look for that.
She is scum.
But the fact that she keeps doing this, and y'all just keep being like, but she's a white woman and her feelings are hurt, and it's like, she's probably gotten people killed.
Yeah.
Like, and God knows, and that's not asking for details, but God only knows what this man endured in prison.
Oh, he got raped. Actually, he actually got raped. You fucking lying piece of shit white woman. All right, fuck this segment.
And that's what, but to actually throw nuance on that though, that is why I hate the whole like rape prison jokes, right? Like, oh, we know what's gonna happen to him in prison. That's why that shit's not funny to me. Because what you're saying is that like some people deserve to be raped as punishment. And I don't like that shit, because y'all got the wrong one this time. Like, but like people are so willing to be like vindictive and messy and like sadistic, really enjoying the pain of someone else, that like we're just gonna pretend like the prison system is okay. But like y'all be putting innocent people in here, and I hate the whole thing.
Yeah,
I hate the whole thing.
Don't knock on my fucking door. I open that motherfucker. I'm telling you, yo, hey, somebody send an email to Utah. A Mormon missionary knocks on this door, you get knocked the fuck out. And I have tools and shit. I hope I'm not holding the crowbar that day. All right, Illinois. Hey, this is a news show.
Woohoo!
Fucking Christ. Fucking animals.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, they piss you off, don't they?
Well, they do, but also, like, white people do not understand. Like,
they?
No, they don't.
They're the ones lying.
No, they don't. No, because they don't have to be on the receiving end of it. No, they don't. Like, there's something inherently terrifying about the fact that a white woman could just point to any of my sons, my husband, and just be like, yeah, round that one up, and, like, y'all are just gone. Like, that's just horrible.
Or do they?
They don't.
Because isn't that why they're so worried about critical race theory being taught?
I mean,
and shit like that?
I think they know what they're doing, but I don't think they know how it feels. Like, they do not understand the rage and frustration and helplessness on being on the receiving end of what they're doing, because they do not have to live with the consequences.
Yeah.
Alice Sebold is a fucking millionaire with a house somewhere in like San Francisco, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, Alice Sebold is not living with the consequences of what she did.
No.
Everyone else is living, like, as per usual, everyone else has to live with the consequences of what white people do.
Again, like, if I was anywhere near her, I would literally, and I'm talking like Trey D on Vlad now, where Trey D, when Nipsey Hussle got hit, and Trey D's an insane 30 crip out of Long Beach. Nipsey Hussle is a rolling 60 out of Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they're not from the same hood. But Trey D was like, oh yeah, if the police didn't get to Eric Holder, I'd have popped it myself. But they got him first, so it's all good.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm willing to take that hit, not kill, but I'll stomp Sebold the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, beat that nigga irreparably. Right? Like, change the rest of your life, right? If you got 16 years left, they gonna look like that nigga's 16 years that you stole.
Yeah, I think I would just loudly embarrass her in public. Like, because I would be the person to be like, is that Alice Sebold? Black people hide. Do you know what she says about you all and what she wants to happen to you? Like, anytime I would be at the grocery store, this is the white woman who gets black people arrested for things they didn't do. Right, at the gas station. Is that white woman who falsely accuses black men of rape? Like, I would loud, anytime I saw her face, that would be me.
I'm just gonna call all y'all that. Yeah. Like real. I remember a Comic View joke where like, I forgot what the premise was, but I remember the black man was like, uh-oh, there goes a white woman, they nasty. Come here, son, get behind me.
Exactly.
Yeah, I forgot what the premise was, but fucking, I remember that being the punch.
Ugh.
All right, fucking Christ. I just want to look at the timestamp. Jesus Christ, we're at 36 minutes.
Damn. All right, then.
All right, and I need to find that area where I yelled fuck you and blew the decibels up. Right, Illinois. That's what I call it.
Released on February 3rd after serving a little less than 3 years and 4 months behind bars. And based on the terms of his parole, he is expected to return to the Chicago area. Currently in isolation at an undisclosed out-of-state prison, Jason Van Dyke is less than 3 weeks from freedom.
It's a shame that Jason Van Dyke has a date that he can be paroled, and Laquan McDonald can never have another birthday.
Van Dyke was convicted of second-degree murder and 16 counts of aggravated battery, 1 count for each shot that took the life of Laquan McDonald. When he's paroled February 3rd, Van Dyke will have served about half his sentence of 6 years and 9 months.
He wants to have a quiet life. Jason doesn't want to be on the media. He doesn't want to have anybody covering him, I don't think. I can't speak for Jason, but I know.
Yeah, you can, you lying white woman, you all lie.
Know what kind of person he is, and I think he just wants to live his life.
My prayer is that Mr. Van Dyke comes out a different man than when he went in.
Shut up.
Parole, he is expected.
Shut the fuck up.
What, you don't like when black preachers say dumb shit?
I wish Jesus loved y'all as much as y'all love Jesus.
Oh man, like they, and he's recording like Republican style, just a man in a truck with a hat. Fucking Christ. Oh.
For Jason, but I know what kind of person he is, and I think he just wants to live his life.
My prayer is that Mr. Van Dyke comes out a different man than when he went in.
The now 43-year-old has served most of his 3+ years out of state, at one point assaulted at a prison in Connecticut. But activist William Calloway, who helped make public the dashcam video of the shooting, says the former cop should remain behind bars.
U.S. Attorney John Losh has the legal authority and he has the moral obligation to file federal civil rights charges on Jason Van Dyke.
You're like me. His name is William, and he's yelling into a microphone about shit that ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen, William. I'll tell you that right now. So folks may remember that one. I remember when the articles came out on the Jason Van Dyke murdering Laquan McDonald for fun, that they didn't have the number of shots. And I remember we sat there and counted on the program. Yes. And I listened to other podcasts at the time. I think Lee Camp also counted, and there was like one other one, and we all came up with the same number. And then like a week later, the news articles started publishing the number of shots. I think it was 16.
It was 16. It was 16 because remember when he got convicted? He got convicted on 16 counts, 1 for every bullet, and everyone was like, "He's going away forever." 16 counts. Yeah, I remember.
Oh.
Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Yeah, but you can see why you were bold about that assumption, folks. Yeah.
Messages left for the U.S. Attorney's Office were not returned. William Callaway is now calling on the transit unions to halt CTA services later this month in an effort to pressure the feds to file charges.
I mean, that's a good idea, but it's not going to happen.
Nah, good ideas are not supposed to happen.
Tamiko Talbert was constantly on the other end of her sister's phone.
We talked every day.
That was an auto load of another story.
I was like, wait, what? I thought we were talking about Laquan
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I'm sure these outlets do that for ad rev.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. So that even if you don't reload the page or click another page, they get an auto ad rev. All right, so on to the next transition. That's what they call it. And folks looking at the screen, I just like that GIF I have. I'm a climate warrior because I get on my podcast and I yell about the Thwaites Glacier.
Oh, yeah. Oh, speaking of climate change, we should talk about Bitcoin more. Did you see the flood in, was it like something I can't pronounce in a place that's like in Mongolia or something?
A flood in...
So, yeah, so it's like, what the fuck is like Kyrgyzstan or some shit? I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. But, no, there was like flooding and apparently like there's a bunch of Bitcoin mining that happens there. And so, like, because, and this is like in Mongolia, so it's by China, and like the whole area is like super deep in poverty. But apparently it turns out like Bitcoin farming was like using 10% of this entire city's electricity, just nothing but Bitcoin. And then when the flood happened, it fucked up all the servers because, you know, water and computers and electronics. But yeah, but the interesting thing to me, like in regards to climate change, was the fact that they literally had servers set up to mine Bitcoin, and it was using like a tenth of the city's electricity. That's a ton. That's a fuckload.
And the language is just so damn rowdy to me. Because, like, I really had to wait a minute because you were saying Bitcoin mining. And I was like, the fuck? I thought Bitcoins were digital. Wait, are they made out of lithium? What the fuck? Bitcoin mining? I had to wait.
No, it's digital, but it requires, like, constant computer surveillance because it's, like, stocks, I guess. And so, like, they constantly have it being monitored. And so there's just, like, rooms full of servers and, like, tech geeks who just, like, that's just what they do for, like, a fake form of money that's not even, well, I mean, no form of money is real, but, you know, for, like, a digital form of currency. And so, like, that's how you keep your Bitcoin up, is by doing all the stuff online. But in doing so, they're using up, like, poor people's electricity, literally, so like rich white dude bros in San Francisco can play Bitcoin games. So yeah, so that was like the thing. It was wild when the flood happened because all these people were like, I lost all my Bitcoin money, and like everyone's freaking out about it. But like my thing is though, but wait, why were you using so much of their electricity? Like in an area that's already in poverty. Like, wait a minute.
So Joe Rogan fans can pretend that they're high value men or something. Like that's the best ISB have. All right. Let me go ahead and switch the screen up so you folks can see a good reason to honk. And remember, folks, I hope to holy hell that you are one of the people that went on the internet and talked about Generation Z as a super progressive monolith, like their boy Kyle Rittenhouse. So, this is an article up by Ty St. Louis, and it's for blackenterprise.com. Not typically where I'd go,
Okay.
right? Because that, like, you're gonna start getting into some conservative shit. Like I've heard the name before, and I've heard who promotes it. I know it's gonna start getting real conservative real fast.
I am gonna go grab a water bottle though.
Ah, shit. All right.
Oh, okay.
No, not yet. Damn. I don't know if I can pause.
Oh, I can wait.
That should be unpaused as well. Okay. And it's blackenterprise.com. All right. So let me go ahead and blow that up a bit because they use incredibly small font. A 17-year-old was arrested in South Carolina. All right. You got to say it like Bernie Mac when he was on the Kings of Comedy, South Carolina. was arrested down there over the weekend and charged with changing the traffic warning on a roadside sign to an offensive message, including the N-word. It's really less offensive. I wish y'all would actually talk like that all the time, because then less of these fucking silly niggers around here would stop acting confused.
Yeah.
And I don't mean confused the way Gus T. Renegade says it. Because he says confused as a substitute for coon.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm saying confused as in, these niggas really are fucking confused.
But Obama, we defeated racism. How is this still happening? In this day and age, how is it still happening?
Because you forgot who raised Obama. Right? And that is, and I'm not on that Tariq Nasheed foundational black American shit. And I'm not on that Yvette Carnell ADOS shit. But it is interesting that of the so-called black people to be a part of the presidency and the vice presidency, none of them actually have enslaved in chains on this continent blood.
Yeah.
I mean, and the funny shit is, there are coons from here.
Yeah.
Y'all can enlist the good. Is it something y'all afraid we're gonna finally get to the bully pulpit and be like, oh, this State of the Union's gonna be a little different?
They wouldn't even give it to Colin Powell, for fuck's sake.
And he's a big old coon.
Was.
Oh, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Sometimes COVID wins.
Now he is he was a big coon, but when you start to decompose, you lose a bit of that coon stature. All right. All right. Fucking Colin is not my pal. Fucking goddamn, just goofiness.
Oh yeah.
This podcast is a wild ride. How the fuck do y'all listen to this shit? I don't even want to make this shit Patreon only anymore. That always happens. I'm like, this is too hot to be Patreon only. Fucking Christ. Moving forward, right? So the 17-year-old was arrested for changing a traffic warning on a roadside to an offensive message, including the N-word. The privately owned sign was being used to advise drivers about ongoing construction. However, on Saturday afternoon, the Sumter Police Department began receiving calls about the sign being altered to display "Honk if you hate niggers."
Oh, great.
Bring that back up on screen. All right, 17 years old.
Well, the thing is that racists are gonna die out.
By 17, that means they were born what year? You run it back 10 years as 2000. They were born in
Like 2003?
5. They were born in 2005. Like, y'all understand that racism has not changed at all.
No.
It's just like, shit just isn't published anymore. Like, you know how the CDC is not gonna do daily COVID updates anymore?
Right.
Like, newspaper just stopped doing daily racism updates.
Yeah. And I'm sure that this was a white student, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm sure it's going to be written off like it was just a joke and he's young and you have to forgive him and blah blah and all that, but really, like, the underlying story of this, or the underlying theme or lesson of this, is that why was this a joke? Why is it funny to call black people niggers? Why is it funny to put up this sign? And again, because the goal is to hurt black people, because it is an American pastime to fuck with black people.
Yeah.
And again, like, even going back to that Alice Sebold shit, black people who aren't doing anything to you. Like, cause black people saw that sign.
Yeah.
Like, and you don't even know who the fuck they are. Like, it was just someone in their car fucking going somewhere, but you felt a need to impose your whiteness and upset them because it's funny to fuck with black people, right?
And that's why, like, get back to white women again. Like, I interact with white women a certain fucking way in the workplace. On the one, and I don't really have, like, a countdown of time. It's just kind of a vague, like, this many weeks, this many months, depending on, like, how you comport yourself and whatnot. But, like, in the workplace, I don't even make eye contact with white women. Like, we walk past each other, and they be like, hi! All right. I literally just say all right and walk by, and I'll do that for several months. until I see that you're comporting yourself in a way that doesn't seem very threatening to me.
Yeah.
And then, like, white office women, they got it. Their racism is, mwah, right? Good stuff. Chef's kiss.
Yes.
Top shelf. Right? When they say little funky shit to me, like one of them, they offered me the Halloween candy that was on the table.
Yeah.
Right? And they were like, and I was like, oh, no, thank you. I'm all set. And they were like, oh, that's good for you. It's like, I know exactly what that is. And so I was like, that's not actually good for me that I'm not consuming it. It's bad for you that you are. And walked away. And I do this shit in front of my niece too to kind of show her how it's done.
Yeah.
And another white woman, my niece came to me and she was explaining to me that the white woman was being condescending to her, but she didn't really have all the language to say it, but she knew that the way this white woman was talking to her was funny style. She pointed out the white woman. I look at the situation, I'm like, okay, this white woman was conducting this meeting, and it was about, some, like, employee relationship shit, like, staff morale type meeting. Okay. And they had a board where people were writing their opinions and their thoughts about what it's like in the workplace. And so the white woman's still in there. Some of the staff is still in there. Here comes William. Hey, and nice and loud. Hey, let's see if they have more misspellings on the board. Oh, look at that, they do. They got this word. Really, that word? Gee, who wrote this? Hey, any of y'all write this one on here? Right? And then, like another one, white woman in the workplace, especially the skinny ones. I know the politics behind that. I call them all chief. Hey, chief. Is there a meeting in there? No. All right, good job, kid. Talk to him like shit.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Like, y'all are fucked up, right? And but
that's the thing though. It's not talking to them like shit. It's keeping an appropriate level of safety between you and them.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. It's actually not being mean.
I also actively avoid being alone in a room with them. Right? Like
that is a good call.
Yeah, like I move through the factory. Oh shit. Only one white woman in there and no one else? Looks like I'm not going. And they'll be like, hi. And I'll be like, all right, and walk away. I don't fucking say shit to you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It's like that Blackish skit.
Blackish skit?
Oh yeah, it was a show called Blackish, but it was just like an ongoing theme of one particular episode where there was just like an unattended white girl in the building and all the black men were trying to avoid her. Where they like were coming in late being like, I had to take the stairs, there's just some white girl in the elevator, I don't know.
And I like how that joke lands because everyone gets it. But in real life, all right, I know there's some black men tuned in. Y'all coon ass niggas love white women. You love the idea that you might have sexual contact with a white woman or that you may have before and you still, you chef's kiss that. Yeah, I don't respect you. You fucking coon. I'll stomp you out with Alice Sebold and any Mormons that knock on my door. Don't you come bringing that shit here, boy. But this art, right? And do we even need any more from this article?
I don't think so.
Right? White Gen Z is exactly the same as Christopher Columbus.
Does it say what his punishment is? Does he have to go to like sensitivity training or something?
Oh, here we go. No, they fucking like the white man is under attack. Let's see. And so they're telling me that according to NBC2, Sumter Police Chief Russell Rourke immediately promised an investigation into the incident that they love investigating, which he called a scar on the city and its residents that is in no way indicative of the community where we work and live.
Okay.
You have Confederate war statues. Nigga. Like the same black people that passed by those statues.
Okay, but did I tell you? Sorry, it's like totally tangential. Did I tell you the other day I saw a car? You know how they're obsessed with that Molin Labe shit that come and take it because they think they're fucking Spartans or whatever.
Yeah.
About their guns. But it was on a Confederate flag and a sticker on someone's window. So it was a Confederate flag that said, come and take it. I was like, nigga, I'm pretty sure we did. Y'all lost.
Right? Which, and I'm not pushing back on that or anything, but no, they didn't. Which it sounds like pushback.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because they're still fucking assholes, and Mitch McConnell's still running the country. Oh, I know exactly what you mean.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Right? We covered the black men burned to death in prison by hot prison water shower.
Yeah.
Hot prison shower water.
And then we covered that guy again, because didn't he rape somebody too?
The CO?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
We've covered him more than once.
Fuck.
And it wasn't just for that story. He did some, I want to say he raped someone and also got an assault charge. I think, but I do know we covered him for other shit because he was in the news again after the shower incident.
And they have, I mean, I'm not going to share the image of the white bloke because they don't have Cuz face. They have a mask on and a hood. They're well covered up. And so they got hours later, after their investigation, they got the 17-year-old male suspect in custody, charged with aggravated breach of peace. Okay. He is being held at a State Department juvenile justice facility. Authorities have not released the underage suspect's name and never will. All right. Never will. So far, all we really have is suspect in custody, protected. And I mean, if they drove Dylan Roof to get a burger, after murdering 9 folks, they probably, I mean, because he didn't really murder anyone.
He didn't murder anyone.
Red Lobster?
Oh, I'm sure that they're just all like high-fiving in the station right now. And it's like some, okay, it was funny, but you can't do that anymore, okay? Like, you really can't. I mean, it was funny, but come on, man. You can't do that anymore. Yeah, I'm sure that's what's happening right now.
And they're pigs. They probably gave him some donuts. They're like, hey, you could be one of us. Like, you don't have to do that. Like, practice white supremacy the right way.
Ghost skins, yes.
Yeah, do the paperwork, all right? Yeah, it's like in that movie, American History X, when Cuz got out of prison, Edward Norton's character, and he had hair, and the older guy was like, hey, I like that, like the professional look, more. I think he said more mainstream.
Yeah.
Right, go mainstream. Right? And on I wonder if new ones are thinking that Kyle Rittenhouse is the new mainstream. You're not all going to get that verdict. You're not all going to, because there's going to be other judges that are going to be like, I don't need that publicity. I'm locking your ass up. Yeah.
And not everything is going to be in fucking Wisconsin either.
Yeah. Yeah, how often does anything other than cheese curds pop off in Wisconsin? It ain't popping with the Scotties.
No.
That's how you end up with a Paul Ryan, because ain't nothing popping out there. Goddamn, 6:14. I guess I do have to do a bit of a rush through. There are ones that I simply don't have time to get into. Headline real fast. Off WFPL.org. Ex-LMPD major loses reverse discrimination lawsuit after saying racial slur during training. Hey.
Wait, so he used a racial slur and then sued for reverse discrimination when he got in trouble?
Yep. Ugh. That's what you gotta do.
Okay.
Business Insider. Pro-Trump social media platform Getter bans a right-wing pundit for using the N-word in his profile.
Okay.
And that's the one where it's another one of those ones where it's basically Nazi Twitter said we need our own website, but Joe Rogan joined, so that gave it credibility, really pumped it up. And one that I will tinker around with. So, on a recent very N-wordish episode of The Wine Cellar, I learned the name Morgan Wallen.
Okay.
A country singer. You never saw this on the Twitters or anything?
I don't think so.
So this Morgan Wallen individual was N-wording around, having a good time.
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Right.
And they immediately, very business savvy, this is a good business racist. Like other racists, again, this is how you take it mainstream. Because when you didn't see any of this, right? Okay, so Phoenix Leader's learning this for the first time as well. When he went on social media to address videos of him N-wording about and whatnot, he said, a message to my fans, don't defend me.
Oh, I remember that.
Woo! Good stuff. This guy is on the ball, right? That mullet don't recede. All right?
No.
This mullet doesn't recede. I think I'm going to make that t-shirt and sell it to racists. Might as well make some money off their punk ass. So after doing all that inwarding about, apparently there's some coon ass nigga named Lil Dirk. I'll kick your ass too, you fucking coon. And on Martin Luther King Day,
nice,
brought this racist up on stage, this very savvy racist, and said some words. And I fucking hate Instagram videos. I swear to fuck I do. I hate the way they load. I hate the way they play.
Chicago? Oh, we can't have anything anymore.
Well, remember, Common is from Chicago. And remember what Common said after Ferguson. Yeah. And folks that don't remember that, Common, he went full coon mode for the cops after Ferguson, and then he started dating some elderly white woman. Weird stuff is going on.
Affiliated with French Montana and Pooh Shiesty. All right.
I don't know who the fuck I don't know who Shiesty is. Probably some whack nigga. These niggas be whack. All right, so let's check him out. So he came up on stage, reload this Instagram video.
And can't nobody cancel shit without me saying, you know what I'm saying? Let's do it.
Can't nobody cancel shit without me saying it. Because apparently Morgan Wallen was canceled?
I guess.
Cancel culture doesn't exist. And also, even if it did, that wasn't trying to, because he's savvy. He got out ahead of shit. But I think what's extra fun, let me run it back over to this Los Angeles Times article. And at the Martin Luther King Freedom Fest in Nashville, Tennessee, Coon Ass Rapper Lil Dirk brought the controversial country star Morgan Wallen on stage to perform their hit Broadway Girls, which sits at number 14 on the Billboard's Hot 100 chart. Calling Wallen genuine at heart, Dirk prefaced his appearance by asserting, "Can't nobody cancel shit without me saying it, you know what I'm saying." The two performers bro hugged. What the fuck is that?
Men hugging.
Okay, bro hugged. I've never seen that language before. All right, Los Angeles Times. I didn't even say the name of the fucking author. Michael Ordania. All right, they bro hugged. And Wallen met the MLK Fest moment with lyrics such as, "She said I'm too drunk and crazy. She don't like the way I dance. I said you don't have to join in. She said she'd take a chance." And Wallen may have been considered an odd choice to celebrate the legacy of the heroic slain civil rights leader. And it came out in court in 1998 that the United States government was found guilty of that murder. First person I saw cover that was Lee Camp of Redacted Tonight. But he's a Russian propagandist, so whatever. Right? He's on Russia Today, therefore Russian.
Right, exactly.
Fucking. Which also, Dan of the Knowledge Fight, he believes in that myth as well.
What? That Russia's like fucking with our democracy or something?
And that Russia Today is basically any American that goes on there is just doing anti-American Russian propaganda for RT. Like, yeah, Dan of Knowledge Fight believes that. Like, now I'm listening to Knowledge Fight the way they listen to Alex Jones. Because I'm looking at how Dan is really a funny style ass liberal, and how Jordan, I don't buy his shit. The way he's way too performative. I don't buy it. I might title this episode the most tangential episode we've ever done, part 2.
Yeah, I was about to be like, I think we already used that title once before.
Yeah. Right, and what I was really looking for in the article looks like a piece of information that I lost and that we're running out of time, which is bad show prep on my end. I spent too much time tangenting about lying white women, but it showed, I think, like he gained like 300,000 of something.
Okay.
Which in these days is not always album sales, right? It's like clicks or follows or something. But like ever since he went inwarding about, his like support online increased.
His name is Morgan Wallace?
Wallen.
Wallen.
Yeah, Wallen.
Yeah, because it's interesting because no one on Twitter seems to be talking about this.
Huh.
Which is because, like...
That's, well, because he's so canceled, they can't talk about him. He's canceled.
The conservative Daily News tweeted it and said, America is healing.
Woo! America, well, didn't we just cover a certain story right at it? And the Alice Sebold shit is current. That's a current story. Let's see.
Yeah, like I've seen a couple headlines about their song, a conservative outlet covering it, but no one's actually really talking about it.
Oh, here's a fun one. So as I'm looking for the 300,000 because I'm sad about my show prep falling apart because I yelled about white women, I'm seeing RollingStone.com. Morgan Wallen pledged 500,000 to black-led groups. Right, USA Today. Morgan Wallen pledged 500,000 to black-serving groups. DailyMail.co.uk. Morgan Wallen has yet to pay most of the 500,000 he pledged.
Wow, I'm shocked.
And then NME.com. Morgan Wallen reportedly only donated a third of his promised 500,000 to black-led organizations.
I'm shocked.
Hey, he had to cancel those donations. That's the real cancel culture.
That is the real cancel culture.
God damn. All right, fuck it. This episode isn't paywalled. This is not good business, right, on my end.
Well, you know.
We also don't record together enough.
Yeah.
How often we're staying on the air in front of everyone else.
We are.
How often can you record and what times a day?
This is a good time for me right now. If I start going to bed early, this is a good time.
So I'm going to get you up in the mornings.
Yes.
How many mornings a week?
3.
Which days?
How about Monday, Wednesday, Friday?
Folks, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we're going to get Phoenix Caliter in, and we will record, and I'm still torn on the Patreon only, because, like, the PayPal hits are not coming in to a point of where I want to make a whole bunch of free content anymore, really. And I think, $10 a month level. So 3 times a week, you'll get $10 a month level with Phoenix Calita. So if you go to bed early, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, you look like you're doubting it already.
Well, I was thinking maybe I should have said Tuesday instead of Monday.
Tuesday's better.
Yeah. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. All right. And we'll record those days.
Yes.
So Phoenix Calita is back 3 times a week. And then the rest of it is me doing my little wine cellar expansion project ideas. Now, right, and it is 6:23. I'm gonna have to cut this recording off because I'm gonna have to go find spots in here where I fucked the decibels way up so that I can turn them shits down before delivering this audio to you. On the video recording, I can't edit that. Those decibels are gonna pop. All right, so what do you say? This episode public or private?
Make this one public, and then the ones for the rest of the week can be private.
All right, folks. winecellarmedia.com, paypal.me/Phoenix and William. Shout out to like the one nigga that hit that shit in like the past 45 days. God damn. All right, I think that should be that. No headlines that I missed. That's the episode. I'm never good at closing these, right? But it is an hour and 7 minutes, so we hit the hour. Y'all be safe out that motherfucker. And me, let's see. I have to go to one factory today, which means we got to get in the car and drive there. Let's hope that I don't get Sebolded on the way there. But you know what? At least I have Phoenix Calita, so if I get rounded up, at least she can report on why I disappeared. Yeah. You ever consider that shit? Black men get rounded up. If they don't have like a partner or someone with that, it's just a disappearance.
Hi. Home and Square. It exists.
Oh, that's right.
I'm acutely aware.
Yeah, that was the fucking Chicago one.
That's the Chicago, The police are basically running a black site in Chicago in Home and Square. And sometimes people get arrested and they're in Home and Square and you just don't know where they are or when they're coming out or what they're being charged with. So, lots of anxiety after protests when they take people to Home and Square, for sure.
Yeah. Like, this is how real it currently is. I mean, is it really that much different than fucking slave catchers? Well, I like that Scotty Reed, he calls police slave catchers.
Oh, well, that's accurate.
Yeah. Yeah, and he calls them human traffickers.
They are, though.
Yeah, it's slave catching and human trafficking.
Yeah.
And it really is the exact same shit, except, you know, we have on Nikes.
And we have smartphones now, so we can, like, Facebook it live while it happens or something.
Yeah, like, hey, folks, it's still the 1800s! Yeah. Fuck it, yo. And then I have to go to another factory, which is about 30 minutes from the house, so let's hope I don't get rounded up on the way there. And then while I'm in the factory, let's hope that one of the 2 white women on shift don't feel like saying this nigger. You know? And actually, one of the white women I have constructive interactions with.
Yeah.
Yeah, she is constructive. She's a forklift operator, right? Respect that. I dig that shit, right? Women in general, get on those fucking machines. Here we go. And then my ideology starts coming out. And then it goes from fuck y'all white women to, hey, forklift driver. Right, I'm fucking out of here. Yeah.
No, like that's legit though, because this isn't like a thing like, oh, I hate white people or I hate white women. It's a safety thing. Like, y'all are fucking scary. And I think that's like why white women in particular are scary, is because y'all really do have power to fuck with black people, but you pretend you don't. And that's fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, because you know you do, I know you do. Like, don't play these games and act like you don't, please.
Yeah. All right, niggas. 6:27 in the AM. Yeah, that'll be that. This'll be this. I grab the microphone and hold it in my fist.